to be safe, like I still can't understand some people that either don't teach their students at a very early stage the heel hook game specifically because they say it's too dangerous. And if something is so complicated that to avoid any danger, wouldn't it make sense that you have to start somebody out in way sooner in their training rather than wait? To show them. When I came up, we didn't go into toe holds and knee bars and all that stuff until it was actually legal at the brown belt level. And then in competition, we're getting killed because everybody else that did these leg locks and types of attacks, white and blue belt, are now great at them. So I think, a lot of academies could take the opposite approach because you think something is so, more dangerous. I think that's more of a reason why we should be showing it and introducing it way at an earlier stage.
I completely agree, and I think that you have to start learning as a white, like understanding the idea, seeing it, maybe not practicing every day, but looking at it by watching and seeing you already learning. Blue and purple belt got to be training and like introduction to Jiu-Jitsu. And I completely agree with the federation that having the attacks law in tournaments only a brown and black belts. Why? Because that is the point that you become more mature to understand your own limits. A blue and purple belt, you're not going 100% in the academy. You have the limits. You don't mind of tapping. You don't mind of restarting. In a tournament, you always want to exceed your limits. And your opponent is also going with all the strength in the movement. Because we'll see, when you train a heel hook, the person got in is like a mutual respect that you understand that you got me. In a tournament, I'm going 100% to try to make you tap. And if you don't have the maturity to understand your own limits, that's when the injuries come. So in a competition, brown and black belts, I completely agree with the federation rules. But in the academy, I think that it should be introduced in an early stage of jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm. Do you think also it's interesting that they only brought it in at adult brown black? Because it's my understanding it's not for like masters, right? It's only adult that it's available. It's considered legitimate.
The reason that I can come up with the only explanation for this case will be recovery time. So put it like this: an adult can recover injury way faster than a master. It's just by the age. You guys understand I feel it like I wake up the next day from training, nothing happened. At 26 today, I feel tired. I was talking to my wife today. Oh, my arm is hurting because you start getting like.
Wait till you get to my age, Mateus. Wait till you get to my age.
That's a good point, though. That's a good point. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
It's the only explanation that I can come up with from this segment. Is the only way that I think the federation think about it. And people like to bring it up stuff about the IBJJF. But when you think about it, they're in the business for so long. So they have people who have seen everything. And it was inevitable that they will have leg locks included. But they always have to also be thinking about the safety of the athletes. That's why you don't have white belts jumping close guard because they saw injuries with that. You understand? And I agree that brown and black belts should be doing leg attacks. And the master's opinion, I think a lot of masters today will be able to do heel hooks and recover easily. But in a whole concept, you have a master that is being a black belt for 12 years, and you have somebody who only got a black belt. So it's a very different level over there. And that's what may have them a little worried about it, about like time of recovery, maybe the difference of skills.